Starburns Audio.
Thank you for listening to the Starburns Audio Podcast Network. We have so many great comedy shows to add to your playlist. Just last week on Starburns Audio, on the Season 2 premiere of Humans Who Make Games, Adam Conover talks to comedian Ron Funches and Jean Goudon, creative director of the Assassin's Creed series. On Boogie Monster, Kyle Kinane and Dave Stone share a perfect recipe for the quarantined cook. This week on Profiles and Eccentricity, they cover the history of the Khorasan Unity cult, folks for whom a flat earth is ridiculous because they believe it's really a concave shell. Search Starburns Audio on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any podcast platform for our full list of shows, featuring hosts like Joe Coy, Amanda Seals, Jessica Chobot, and Jackie Johnson. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Starburns Audio. Enjoy the show. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep laughing.
Dan and Ren and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jam with co-host Arm and Dan. Bender, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits the funny hits and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of Dumb People Town. Population you.
Population Lucas. The Lucas brothers.
Dudes, it is so nice to have you here. It's always a treat when you're on the West Coast.
Yes. We don't see you often, but whenever we do, I just feel good.
It's twin magic, man. This is magic right here, man.
So let's leave Dan out more.
It's people magic.
It's people magic.
You're right.
I feel like even if we, I'm going to say this because we've hung a little bit, but even if we weren't twins, even if we weren't comics, if we were just people who kind of knew similar people and met at a party or dinner or whatever like that, I feel like we would gravitate to each other.
I think we'd be cool. Yeah. We like similar things. So I think we'd be
totally.
I think it'd be great.
And you dudes are like two of the nicest guys out there, period. In addition to being really funny guys and whatnot. And I love that you guys are doing. I was looking at your dates. You got a lot of cool dates coming up.
Bell House show, which was one of our favorite live Dumb People Towns ever at the Bell House.
Oh, you guys did that?
We did a live Dumb People Town at the Bell House, sold it out. It was so great.
That's awesome.
We're going to do another one this fall, I believe, there.
I think maybe October or something like that.
At Bell House?
Yeah, but you guys are there January when?
25th.
January 25th, yeah.
All right, go. If you're in Brooklyn, folks.
Let's sell this out, man. You love these guys and check them out. Great stand-ups, great dudes who understand it and analytical in a great way.
And we all know, I mean, this is our feeling, and we talk about this on this podcast. We do think the world is getting dumber.
Oh, yeah.
Like, since we've been, like, the more woke that, like, a section of society gets, the more we're woke to how dumb the world is.
Is it that the world's getting dumber or that we're getting exposed to more dumb people?
Maybe. More aware.
More aware.
Well, I would say
awareness.
it's never been more okay to be dumb.
Right.
Like, you can be ignorant about something, people are like, yeah, who cares?
It's
like, whereas like
justified
20 years
now.
ago, people were like, dude, you should know about that.
Dumb people would say things like, or dumb people would keep their opinions to themselves because they're like, I shouldn't. I don't know anything about this. Why should I talk?
But now there's no governor.
No.
You
It's
can
out there.
tweet your dumb thoughts. You can speak your dumb thoughts.
You can record your dumb thoughts.
Information get in the way of a good opinion.
Well, we'll get into that a little bit later, but I do want to. We basically get these great dumb stories sent to us by our awesome fans. Dan gets them, and we've never heard them. So let's jump into a story right away, shall we?
Let's do it. I love it.
Do it.
Dan,
Okay, this was sent in by one of our best friends in the town, Catherine Tuck.
Tuck rule.
She's so
At
good, man.
Catherine
Tuck.
Lorna. A Montreal couple returned home after a recent evening out to discover their apartment filled with strangers having a party, drinking their alcohol, eating their food, and trashing their place. This is not an 80s comedy.
But it should be. Kenny, Keith, I feel
my
like
God.
you guys, if that happened to you,
Wow.
I think you initially both would
Join
blame
the party.
Yeah.
Join the
Yeah, I mean, look, that sounds like the hood to me, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
That happened every day in the hood.
I realized
That was Tuesday.
I realized before I got in the living room, we had already lost the deposit. So I was like, fuck
it, man. Leave the door open. No, but I feel like you guys would be like, did we have this? Did
you? Did we plan
this?
There's like a moment where you look at each other and you're
I'm
like, did
so
I?
high right now, there's no way
It's
that I can
totally
remember.
possible.
It's
Yeah,
possible.
yeah. And it's like, fuck it, man.
Let's do it.
But you know that feeling when you like are coming home from a trip or
Yeah.
vacation and you've either like you didn't eat when it made sense far enough away, so you've already kind of planned out your first 10 minutes of like, oh, what's in the fridge? Or
What
am I
am
just
I
gonna
gonna
say
get?
fuck it and order a pizza? Like,
I want to shower first.
I'm just gonna relax.
I got it all
Yeah.
planned
Yeah,
out.
that's just, hey, this is why we left an hour and a half early this morning, so we could get here.
You already turned on
Just
the
relax.
Nest to make sure that like the heat was where it needed to be from your phone on the way in. But
You're
there's
telling
that.
like your husband or your girlfriend or whatever, you're like, okay, as soon as we get in, you drop the bags,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I'll turn the oven on, I'll call the stuff so that after you take a shower, it'll already be, the food will be on its way.
Yeah.
And then it's just some random niggas there.
But there's a moment if you walk into your house and you see a full party going, and it seems like a good party where you're like, you do this check in your brain. Is it harder to stop this party
Yeah.
or just let it play
I'll
itself
tell
play
you,
out.
when I saw this, I wanted to ask, and I would love if you guys want to ask yourselves, what would be your first reaction?
First reaction is
Get
what
out
the
of my
fuck?
house.
Yeah.
So you're coming in yelling.
I'm like,
What is
I'm coming
going
in
on?
hot.
Who is this?
I don't know if I'm
But
yelling, man. It depends on the party.
Who's throwing the party. Like, if it's Al Capone throwing the party,
Yeah, that's right.
some
That's right.
gangster, you're like, all right, maybe
Maybe be a little bit nicer about it.
Or if it's Diddy throwing the party, maybe you join in.
I think I would intensely but calmly first so that I can figure it out, find out who orchestrated. Like,
Yeah.
hey,
Of
who's
course.
I'm
Whose
just curious,
party is
who's-
this?
Yeah.
who decided to throw the party?
Whose
Like,
party is
but
this?
like, my right hand is doing a very
Yeah.
like wavy like motion while I'm talking, but my left hand is clenched.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, who just? I just want to know who set it
You're
up.
not
That's all.
opening
I'm
I
your
just
asking.
want to thank whoever's party this is.
And then
Yeah.
once I found out who that person was,
You
then the
fucking-
can gets opened.
How did they get into the place?
Let's
There we
do it.
go.
Here
Let's
we
get
go.
into it. Let's
The couple's
find out.
apartment, not far from the. How would you say this in Montreal? Jarry.
Yari.
Metro Station in the Villeray Saint Michael Park Extension Borough.
It does not feel like Montreal. You guys have been to
Yeah,
Montreal.
no,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
that
yeah,
fast.
yeah.
So the weirdest thing about being in Montreal is I remember sitting outside having dinner, and it was like 5:30 on a Thursday, so rush hour traffic, packed, cars every which way. Nobody honked.
Nope.
I know.
It's the
It's the
quietest, nicest
Yes.
city.
And when
in
you
this-
lived in New York, there like it could be 2 a.m. and no one on the road, and some cabbie's honking at nothing. Bitch, move! And you're like,
There's no
you're
one there.
alone. You are alone on
Why are you
this
so angry?
5-lane street.
It's habit. It's
he
habit.
sees someone like 3 streets ahead who's at the stoplight who maybe took a little long. He's like, go!
He's preempting his hunk.
The year that I was in Montreal was the most fun, and it was some of this chaos with like kindness as well, because, and maybe this happens more than just that time, but it was the year that the hotel that they put everyone up in went on strike.
Oh, yeah.
And so
Yep.
they were
When was
having
that?
like a party protest
This was like
outside.
2013 or 14.
Yeah. So then all of the, it might have been 12.
Oh, yeah.
All of the people who
Employees.
aren't part of the union but
Yeah.
are employees of the hotel had to take over. So sales was in charge of housekeeping and bartending. And do you remember? None of it. The worst thing you can do is tell a building full of comics that there aren't rules.
Oh my
Because
god.
they were like, some
Anarchy.
people were trying to close the bar, but other people were like, no, I think we're staying open. No one knew.
Yeah.
That
Oh my
sounds
god!
like
And then like
happens.
Tom Segura, no, who was it? Kurt Brongler showed up because they didn't have food. They couldn't make any food at the hotel, so he just ordered all these pizzas to the hotel bar. It was insane, but
That's
also
insane.
like everyone was very
And
nice.
no
about
one
it.
was angry about
No.
it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Crazy.
so
maybe
this
this
doesn't
is
feel
like-
it doesn't
So
feel
this
like
sounds like a Toronto story.
sure wasn't Toronto.
Dude, this is very.
That's some Vancouver shit, y'all.
Well, sadly, their place had been thoroughly rummaged through, and thousands of dollars in valuables were stolen.
God.
When I stepped in, this is a quote.
Is this a thievery
Adam
party?
Mongrain. This is what he told CBC Montreal's
Adam
Daybreak.
Mongrain.
Quote, When I stepped in, there were about 12 people partying in my place, total strangers, nobody who I have ever seen before.
Wow.
Wouldn't you also this is not my home?
Yeah.
You start thinking you're going nuts, like Vanilla Sky shit.
Yeah,
What the
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
is that?
Yeah, that's
Right.
crazy.
Did I do this
Am
wrong?
I'm in the
Yeah.
wrong place.
Yeah.
I have to be in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Is this a sliding doors thing? I'm
Well,
like in a different universe?
Yeah, it was completely surreal to step into my home and find people I didn't know there. I didn't know what to do. He asked the first person he locked eyes with, which means he didn't. Yeah, he waited for someone
To make eye
catch
contact.
his.
Exactly.
Quick question.
Just dancing, and then whoa.
He starts trying to move on the same beat to catch their eyes.
Person's closing his eyes, just getting into it. Yeah. Stop it.
He asked the first person he locked eyes with for an explanation. Mongrain was told the group had reserved the apartment through Booking.com, a website that allows users to find deals on hotels and short-term rentals.
Whoa.
So somebody must have mistyped in Booking.com the number, like what apartment number?
Possible.
Or an at-home address. Like, I think this is an apartment.
Or that's just a great excuse for them to rob this place.
But they don't have a key.
Yeah.
How do
Unless,
they get in?
unless it's so Canadian, they just left their doors unlocked.
No, nothing's gonna happen. Just leave the doors open. We'll be back in a week.
Well, what do you think's going to happen? 12 people I don't know are going to throw a party here and steal my shit?
Well, that's unlikely in Montreal. Come on, guys.
I'm blaming on Booking.com? Come on.
This is my mom and grandma. My mom and grandma always said we had to clean the house before we went on vacation. It's obviously in case someone has a party.
That's
It's
right.
always gone.
Yeah.
You want the place to look good for that. While an apartment on the building's lower level is available for short-term rental and managed by the landlord, Mongrain's is not. He explained this to the unwanted guests and told them to leave. He's like, guys, just turn it down for us.
Yeah.
You can keep it at a low. What I'm trying to say, there is an apartment you could have been in. This isn't the one.
Downstairs.
Let's move it downstairs.
Let's just go downstairs, guys.
I hope you didn't steal $1,000 worth of my stuff.
You ready for the most Canadian part of this story?
Yeah.
She apologized.
Sheep.
So Mongrain tells everybody, that's Adam Mongrain.
Oh, he did.
Tells everybody this, you are in the wrong place.
Get out.
Okay.
Here's the next sentence.
But
They didn't argue or question the order to get out. They simply gathered their coats and began leaving in an unhurried, orderly fashion.
Montreal, baby.
All I can think of is that scene from the end of Weird Science. They're like, you have a beautiful home. Remember when they, the biker gang leaves? Like, beautiful home. Sorry about
Sorry,
that.
about
Yeah.
that.
I was losing hope in Montreal. I thought that it was going to end poorly, but no,
it
it
came
ended the
back.
Montreal way.
In the most Montreal way.
Now, 2 weeks later, Adam Mongrain and his wife are still trying to understand what happened. That's 2 weeks of every day. You want
Every
coffee?
day.
No, I want to know.
I want to figure this out.
I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how the strangers got into his place and is worried it could happen again.
Of course.
I mean, I understand the feeling of like, I'm afraid I'm going to get mugged. He's afraid a spontaneous party is going to happen in his
that's
house
right.
again.
And
This
Kid
is-
and Play might show up.
That's right, man. What if this is like Canadian improv everywhere? You know what I mean? They just showed up and did their thing.
Flash
Yeah.
mob. It's
Yeah.
a flash mob.
Mongrain, this is the story, said he and his wife returned home around 2 a.m. on November 10th when they found their apartment filled with not just people, but with marijuana and tobacco smoke in a usually smoke-free home. That's their boat.
Yeah.
Guys, you smoked? No, I understand you stole all our jewelry, but you
I
smoked.
feel like they would have let them.
cigarettes.
I feel like
But
they
they
would
didn't
have
even say it was like, they said a usually smoke-free home. So
Usually.
maybe
That's true
they
as
blaze
well.
up once in a
Probably
while.
420 friendly, but
Right, but we're
Yeah.
usually...
Yeah, that's their
If
Craigslist
it
set.
was
420
just-
friendly-ish.
If it was
sometimes.
if it was just weed, I feel like they would have been cool with it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, like,
Depends on how
cigarettes-
much weed.
Right.
Cigarette smoke gets in the drapes.
Yeah,
It's
true.
true.
Cigarette smoke is the worst.
The worst.
They said there was all. This is what I love. There was also the smell of cooking food in the air as a man was busy at their stove.
Busy.
Some guy went fucking pop-up restaurant.
Throwing it down?
At this party. He's like, hey, this house is ready. I'm going to start cooking.
Dude,
Who
I-
wants deviled eggs?
Did he go through the refrigerator and just like make up something? Like, oh,
yeah.
my God.
Did I?
Some
And
design?
as he's cooking to no one, did I ever tell you guys I was almost on Top Chef? No, you didn't.
Yeah, you tell us every day,
I hope
David.
he's-
I watched
Just
it a
wearing
lot.
an apron, nothing else.
Yeah, balls out.
Quote, it's been 2 weeks and it still doesn't make sense whenever I think about it because they had ordered pizza and they didn't touch it, Mongrain said. It was still intact when we walked in and one of the men was cooking macaroni.
Well, that makes.
Wait, macaroni's not an upgrade from pizza.
No, it's not. It's not. Oh, I wonder what kind. Was it Crafts?
What kind of macaroni was it? What kind of macaroni?
If it's in my heart, it's Kraft
If it's
Spiral.
Canada, it's Kraft dinner. They call it Kraft dinner.
Yeah.
Like Kraft dinner.
The other thing too is like I feel bad when this happens to normal people, but if you're a comic and this happened to you, I'm as everyone's living, I'm like,
the
thank
best.
you for the new
Thank
35.
you.
Thank you for the new 35.
That's an hour.
That's my new bit.
It's an hour.
That's what we say. You either want something horrible to
seen
happen to
the-
you, great to happen to you. You don't want a medium
It's a full
thing.
right. You don't
hour.
want medium.
You call the album Accidental Party. Just this.
That's great.
The people were hanging out, laughing and joking, enjoying all the snacks and alcohol they could find in Mongray's place.
Of course, man.
It's a party, man.
All laid out on the living room table.
Jesus.
Quote, it's hard to convey the extent to which the place was trashed, he said. In total, 2 laptops, 2 passports, and jewelry were stolen. Those passports would keep me up.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to Mongrey. As was clothing, perfume, watches, and booze.
Okay.
So, I mean, so now I kind of hate these people.
Yeah, I know.
If they just would have come to party, then you can kind of be like, all right, we'll get the place cleaned or
Right.
we'll call our insurance company.
But you kick them out, though, and you don't know how to get them. Like,
Or you fake party with them, excuse yourself to the bathroom, call 911,
Bring
come back
them
out,
in.
party.
Yeah.
Or maybe not 911. I don't know what it is in Montreal, but whatever the equivalent is.
It's just
they come
9-1.
Just nine.
But then they,
It's actually dinner 911.
dinner 911, and then you, when they show up, you pick the person who you think
Is the
it looks the most like Kobo and be like, why'd you call the cops, man? Like you turn it on them.
the dude at the stove?
Yeah,
I'm telling
dude
you,
at
he's
the
guy.
stove.
We didn't need macaroni. We had pizza.
That's right,
What are
man.
you guys thinking? He's called the cops.
You know what he's doing? He's cooking up the cops. Is what he's doing. Jeez.
They even stole my wife's daughter's cash.
That's what I'm gonna say.
But I hope that the girl is both of their kids, but he's mad at her. So he's like, well, my wife's daughter. Like,
Well,
that's
no.
your daughter, too.
Well, if
So-
she was my daughter, I would have told her to put it in the bank. And I did tell her to put it in the bank. So right
She
now
just
she's
said,
my wife's
no, I'm
She's
daughter.
not
gonna
my
put it in.
daughter.
She's my
Or
wife's
maybe he's
daughter.
angry at her because she left the door open.
Right.
Could be.
Who left the door open?
We keep finding things that are missing, Adam said, estimating the total taken to be worth about $6,000. As soon as they returned home on November 10th, they noticed one of their laptops wasn't on the table where they had left it.
Jesus.
The couple asked the unwelcome guest to return the missing device as they were leaving the apartment, but it was not returned. So that person probably already left. They weren't there.
Just one dude with a gigantic coat.
Feeling outnumbered, which means Adam did size up fighting all these people.
Yeah.
Feeling outnumbered, they opted to call their landlord rather than pick a fight. They asked her to forward all the information about her most recent short-term renters as they called the police to file a report. Montreal police aren't providing any details at this point, but they told CBC the case is under investigation. Thank God we were insured, which I will take this moment to remind everyone, get renters
Insurance.
insurance.
Yeah,
It's like
Long story
$5
short,
a month.
get renters.
It's like
Even
$5
in
a month.
Montreal.
It's like $5 a month. It can even cover your car being broken into and something stolen from that. Even if you're not
Your
at
bike,
home.
Dan.
Yes, yeah, my bike was just stolen.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Thanks,
sorry
man.
about that,
I
man.
know.
I've gone
Bike-
through it so many times.
Oh,
in the
it's-
hood, they just steal your bike whenever they want to.
Yeah.
So it's like it's crazy.
And
No
then you go on
insurance either.
Craigslist and buy someone else's stolen bike.
There you go.
it's like an umbrella. We're all just
I
using the
know.
same. There's 100 umbrellas in
It's
each
like-
city. We're all
See,
just
like
passing them
the
around.
hood's been doing the bird scooter
hood's
thing
been
long
doing-
before
oh,
everybody
yeah,
else.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
pick that up over there, I'll take it over here, and then someone else will get it. And then take it
I don't
over
even
there.
need an app to turn this one on.
Thank God we were insured, said Mongrain, noting the insurance company even helped with the cleaning, a process he explained that was too emotionally difficult for himself. The professional cleaning bill came out too, and I'm going to ask you guys, how much money do you think it costs to clean this apartment?
Coming to you with an overview to find out how much damage did they do.
Gentlemen, you are our guests, so you have the option to go first. Tig, what's your second, third, or fourth?
I'll go first. I'll say $4,000.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Canadian,
gonna
that's
say-
Uh,
$20. No,
I was
in
going to
America.
say $7,000.
Gentlemen, I am not the best yet at telling you apart, so it's for the listener.
I'm Kenny.
Kenny says
Kenny says 4.
4,000.
Keith said 7,000.
He said 7. Randy or Jason?
I think $900.
$900.
It's a lot of money to clean. But still.
$900 a lot.
$2,700.
$2,700.
I don't think it was such a round number, but that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Not as much as what was stolen, but I think
Yeah,
$2,700.
stolen.
Okay. All right.
$6,000 stolen.
Yeah, yeah.
I will tell you that they said that you got your answers in. The couch had splashed soda on it. Walls needed to be cleaned. There were cigarette butts and ash everywhere. In a statement provided to CBC Montreal Wednesday, Booking.com said it encourages people to make official complaints to police in cases where unlawful behavior takes place, and they're doing their best to take care of this situation. Okay, the amount of money that it took to clean this apartment after this party was, give me a rundown here one more time.
I said 900. Jay said
4,000.
4,000.
$7,000.
He said 7, and Jay says
I said 2,700.
Okay. The total amount cost. Townies, get your answers in and play along with us wherever you are, because it cost them to clean this apartment $3,500.
Kenny, nice
Way to go,
work,
sir.
brother.
I'm good at cleaning, guys.
I'm good at estimates.
You're good at estimates, dude. You're good at assessing a situation.
Assessing a situation.
I love it. Is that story one down in the books? Story
Yes.
one down in the books. When we come back a little more with the Lucas brothers, we'll hear what they've got going on and more stories. This is Dumb People Town. Stay with us.
Stick around, make a sound for more Dumb People Town.
It's a trying time that challenges all of our basic assumptions. However, one thing that brings us all together is our common humanity. Now, more than ever, teams must come together and work together to solve big challenges. And Trello is here to help. Trello, part of Atlassian's collaborative suite, is an app with an easy-to-understand visual format. Plus, tons of features that make working with your team functional and just plain fun. Teams of all shapes and sizes and companies like Google, Fender, and even Costco all use Trello to collaborate and get work done. With Trello, you can work with your team wherever you are, whether it's at home or in an office. No matter what device you're using, computer, tablet, or phone, Trello syncs across all of them, so you can stay up to date on all the things your team cares about. Keep your workflow going from wherever you are with Trello. Try Trello for free and learn more at Trello.com. That's Trello.com. Trello.com.
Hey, Townies, if you want access to the full back catalog of ad-free Dumb People Town episodes, that's ad-free
episodes. And bonus content. Bonus content
every
too.
month, make sure to sign up for Stitcher Premium at StitcherPremium.com. Plus, for a free month of Stitcher Premium, go to StitcherPremium.com and use the promo code STARBIRDS.
It's worth trying it, you guys. Check it out. And again, you can hear ad-free new episodes every week, plus our entire archive ad-free. Only on Stitcher Premium for a free month of Stitcher Premium. Again, go to StitcherPremium.com and use the promo code STARBURNS. We're trying to figure out easy, fun ways for you guys to get all this stuff.
Yep.
Again, StitcherPremium.com. Use the promo code STARBURNS.
Hey guys, welcome back to DPT. We got the Lucas Bros here. If you have not seen their special on Netflix, do that now. Like, go watch. You guys had a great time doing that.
you.
And you guys are building, I'm sure, the next
The next
hour,
one,
what
yes.
it is. You go on that next sort of journey to go do that. And you guys have some great dates coming up. As we mentioned before, you guys will be at the Bell House on the 25th of January. But you're going to be in Denver Comedy Works, which is a great place. I know you're going to be in Austin.
We're going to be in Austin or Moon Tower. You guys doing Moon
We'll be
Tower?
at Moon Tower, so let's hang out there.
Yes,
So
yes,
we'll
yes.
do
Oh,
our
it's gonna be
thing
fun.
there. That's going to be a blast. And just great stuff.
Guys, let's get into another story.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Jump in.
Hey, should we read some names
Let's
first
read some
real
names.
quick?
Let's read some
All right,
names.
cool. Let's read some names.
Again, we are working on the transfer over as we're sort of figuring out the logistics of getting transferred over from Drip to Patreon.
Yep. I would say if there's something on the Trip page that you love, grab it, because I don't know how
download
long
it.
it's going to take to get all the content, but we're going to get everybody switched over there. Some stuff might not get carried over. It's already been given to you, so make sure you take it.
Take it and enjoy it.
yeah,
And just know that it will be no work on your part. That'll be us on our end making
And also,
it smooth and easy.
we might be adding the element of video.
Yeah, we
onto
might be
Patreon.
upgrading what you're getting every single week in terms of your own little bonus show.
So it's like a bonus
Keep an
video
ear
as
out.
well. All right, so I want to thank some of these people who have been giving stuff in. Alexandra Hadley.
I am not thanking her until
That's
she says
Hadley.
I can
Excuse
call
me,
her
Alexandria.
Alexandria
Hadley.
Alexandria
That's
Hadley.
poetic.
Is she on
sounds
Downton
like-
Abbey?
Yeah, like the friend of the friend in a Charles Dickens book.
She works both upstairs and downstairs. I want to take you by surprise and make you realize, Amanda.
That's the next one. Just Amanda.
Just Amanda.
How about Molly Oscarleese?
Oscar Leese.
Oscarleese. That is, what a great name.
That's like the
I hope
name
it's
of a
Lise.
fleece jacket.
Yeah. Did you-
Liche.
Go out. It's very cold today. It's deceptively cold. Do you have your Oscarleese? I did. Put it on. It's like a vest with sleeves.
Ready for this one?
Yeah, do it, Dan.
Jarek Demulling.
Jarek Demulling. Is it time to start the Jarek Demulling? Let's start it right now. Ryan Cates.
Common spelling on Jarek.
Yeah, Jarek. Just one R. One R. Ryan Cates. How about Missy Ray Swanson?
Missy Ray Swanson. I would buy that album.
I mean, just a country singer who just breaks it all down.
Missy Ray Swanson, coal miner's sister. All right, how about Christy Slattery?
Loved her on Mad Men. Loved her on Mad Men.
Don't you dare. Ashley, I'm going to try it.
Dan, I don't want you to try it. I don't want you to hurt you.
Droitzer. Where would you go?
Droitzer?
Dreutzer. Droitzer?
Droitzer.
That sounds like the name of a very specific drill that you use.
Yeah,
when you're
I can't get in there. You got to use the Droitzer.
I guarantee, however you say this next time, I was going to read it different.
Okay.
I'll tell you if it was the same.
It's Jeff Towie.
See?
You were going to say Towie?
Yeah.
I think it's Towie.
Towie.
Jeff Towie is someone who,
thank you, Jeff.
He is all over our Twitter page and constantly participates in everything, and we really appreciate it. I think it goes under DJ Towie.
Are we going to disagree on the next one? I say Tanya Booker.
Dan, were you going to say Tanya Booker?
No, I was going to say Tanya Booker.
Tanya Booker. How about Kelly? Kelly.
Thank you.
This is great. This next one, Jason Freshwater. You can only take him to certain bodies of water.
Lakes and rivers. He cannot go to the ocean.
Every time I hear someone with a name like that.
Dude, it's a baby wheel, Jay.
It's a
Jason Freshwater. What if that's Jay?
It's a baby wheel,
I always wonder there's some historical Ellis Island like tie-in to that. When your name is just like a thing.
It was Freshwaterstein and he shortened it.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the thing. How much do you want this guy to be the Jay that they're talking about? Oh my
Jay.
God. Dan, how are you going to pronounce this next one?
Rune.
Yeah, I would have done the same.
Okay.
Is it Rune Aldridge?
Rune. Thank you, Rune. How about John C. Stallone?
I mean,
the John C. Riley of the page.
You're going to ignore the Stallone part?
Oh, yeah. Stallone's oh, yeah. That's the biggest part of all.
He's in between in rank of importance. He's above Frank.
Only to be topped by John Ty Grubbs.
I love
John
JTG.
JTG. John Ty Grubbs and JCS and JTG rounded out. Thank you specifically, John Ty Grubbs and John C. Stallone, Kelly and Tanya Booker. You guys are awesome. Everybody on this list is awesome. Thank you for contributing. We hope we're giving you fun, extra content. And there's going to be new stuff coming, new video stuff. So look for that as we make the Patreon switch, guys. And let's get back to the show.
All right. Thank you. I love all of you. I love all of you. All right. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Jump in.
Sent in by Robert Smirkansky.
Sounds like a Chicago cap.
Austin Town, Ohio.
For a second, we're like, Austin, good city.
Yeah.
Town, where are we? Ohio.
Oh, shit. Shit's going down.
Love you, Ohio.
We went on such a roller coaster.
Austin Town police say they arrested 2 people early Monday morning after a short car chase and a struggle with officers. Officers said they found a running car sitting in the middle of the road on 1st Street just after 4 a.m. on Monday.
Nothing about that can be good.
Nope. Like a running car in the middle of the night, like on a, just even parked, if there's no other cars around, you're at least going to get a look.
Yeah, of course.
But if you're in the middle of the street, just not moving, middle of the car, 4 a.m.
Running.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Our dad back in the day when he used to like take us to show like houses and stuff.
Because he had a second job.
He had real estate, and he would like show the house and would leave the car on with like the Cardinals game on so we could like listen to it. We'd be sitting in the backseat of the car with a car running.
Wow.
It was like, yeah, to pedophiles. These are yours. Take them. If you want them, I know. But he had a Monte Carlo that like the door was really heavy, and most pedophiles were so weak they couldn't open that door. He was like, we're good. We're
fine. The door's a deterrent.
When the police cruiser turned onto 1st Street, officers said the car sped off, causing the front tires to spin out of control. That is an old cop who's about to retire that thinks that part matters. Tires spun out. 4 a.m. spinning tires.
Take it easy, Dave. It's all right, man.
out of control.
Sit down, man.
Police said they followed the car to the 200 block of 1st Street where the driver, Logan Doherty, 23 years old, of Leetonia, ran out of the car and into a house.
See,
as though like cops were like, oh, never mind, he's home.
It must be his house.
Yeah.
Right.
Or like that game where like I'm on home base. I'm safe. If you don't touch me, but when I
I'm
get
touching
the
the mantle. I'm touching the mantle.
Officers ordered him to stop, but he shut the front door behind him. I hope he was like, you got to have a warrant. Like, not at this point, we don't, actually. There's plenty of probable cause.
Is this your house?
Yeah. There were a handful of people. This is where it gets dumb people town.
Oh, God.
There were a handful of people sitting on the porch as officers ordered them off, quote, for everyone's safety. So this guy.
4 a.m. These people
4
are
a.m.
up and out.
These people are sitting on a porch when Logan Daugherty, Daugherty, comes running past them on the porch and just slams the door.
Wow.
And these people just sit there.
I don't think this is his house.
Right.
No, this is not his
He's just
house.
running into a
Totally
house.
not his house.
Not his house. And I love that everyone is just completely unfazed. Like, they were having a conversation, and all of a sudden this dude screeches up, runs in the house, and they're like, anyway.
So there's a
I told her.
Yeah, the cops say, quote, for everybody's safety, get off the
Get
porch.
off the porch.
Police say, this is where we meet. Alyssa Zabrowski
Oh, God.
of Canfield. She told them, quote, I'm not moving. You're going to have to get me.
Wow. What?
That is a
Why?
white person talking to cops.
Because a black person would not say that.
No. You're going to
Also,
have to
A black person would move quickly and still get shot.
Absolutely.
She has no context for what he's running from, why the cops are
But
there.
I love that she's just like,
I have rights.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's
no.
not, you're missing the
Whatever
argument.
rights
Did
you
you
have.
not see this guy?
Guy
just
screeched and
run-
ran in. Just move away for your
These
own
guys
sake.
are actually trying to help
you.
you
Yeah.
right now.
She insisted Daugherty did nothing wrong. She still has no clue what's happened.
She's definitely like going to now get a warrant.
Yeah.
Right,
Get a warrant.
right.
Gonna tell me what
It's
you
like
can
that
can't
documentary, The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia, where they're constantly like, why you lock us up? We don't do nothing. They're like, well, we literally caught him with drugs. Like, it's all like right there, but there's still deniability in the face of fact.
Yeah.
I know my Romanda rights.
We're not even arresting
not
you yet.
Romanda.
It's not romantic. Totally
It's not Romanda at all.
Oh, I'm such a Miranda. That one works, but you're talking about Sex in the City. Officers ordered her to come off the porch several times before she finally started walking towards them.
Wow. So she did get up eventually. She got up, though.
She got up.
Can you imagine these two cops look at each other like,
Like,
what the fuck is
Can
this
you
woman
believe
doing?
this woman?
Get off the...
Just get up.
This is when I would authorize them to use force. I'd be like, all right, you asked
Taser
for
off
it.
the damn. Taser off the
Well,
damn.
police
Without
said
that.
she then told them, this is as she's there. All they've said is, please get off the
Yeah.
porch.
For your own safety.
We don't know what this guy's deal is. You might know him, but we don't. We don't know what we're going to have to do to get him out of the house. Could we just
please.
get you off the porch?
Yeah.
She says, come get me. Then she starts walking towards them. Then, quote, she says, I have a knife on me. What are you going to do about that?
What is this?
What are you going to do about that?
The Lucas brothers just looked at each other like, this bitch is the whitest woman
This
ever.
can never happen. Oh, this is white privilege. Not only did she yell at
This
the
is the
cops,
height
she
of white
walked up
privilege.
to him
She
and
walked
said
towards
she has
them
a
saying, I
weapon.
have a deadly weapon.
Knife.
What are you gonna do about
What are you?
it?
And then
What are you
she
going to do
quoted
about
a movie.
What are you going to do about
What
that?
are you-
To every writer's room in Los Angeles that's all white dudes,
Yeah.
that is nothing white privilege compared to a woman
With a knife.
saying to cops, I have a knife, what are you going to do
what
about
are you
it?
gonna do about it?
No, you guys keep saying it. She for some reason said that.
What
What are you gonna do about
What are
that?
you gonna do about that?
Which makes it weirder to me. That's
Yeah.
why I want
It's
it.
more specific.
Yeah, it literally is like now you have to tell me what you're going to do.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
About
almost
that.
like
Or is
your
it,
move.
is it a threat? Yeah, it's like a threat.
like
Yeah,
your
yeah,
move.
What
Yeah,
are
yeah,
you gonna do about that?
Well, here it is. They handcuffed her and she started crying.
yeah. She was fake tough. Can't bring a knife to a gunfight.
No, man.
She brought a tear to a crying.
She brought a tear to a cuff party.
It says they handcuffed her and she started crying while kicking and pulling away from them. She's facing a charge of obstructing official
course.
business.
Of course she
Of course
is.
she is. I
Police-
thought she was a gangster at first, man.
Police found
what we
Daugherty
gotta do about
inside the
that.
house where he was arrested. I hope he was just sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
What took you guys so long? We had a thing with a porch. We had a thing with a porch girl.
You know that lady? Wait. So this reminds me of the Adam Carolla thing that he said about Steven Seagal. There was always one guy in every fight scene who after he
beats the shit out of one guy, another guy comes up. The second guy who comes up to Seagal is Adam's favorite guy in the world because he always comes up as like, oh, a big karate guy. He gets his arm.
that's basically what she did to the cops. She's like, "What do you got?
I told you,
We got these." And
You
then she starts
remember my favorite person in every Steven Seagal movie, right? The guy who has to tell the other people in the movie and the audience every stat. Oh, you don't know? He's not just a cook. This guy is Black Ops Special Force. Like, and everyone, there's somebody who, he's not just a cook. Somebody who tells everything that he does in every single movie.
Yeah, that's right.
They might as well just do it straight to camera.
There might as well just be
you guys in that theater don't know who this guy is?
Let me tell you. It's like ESPN, a graphics package comes up.
There's two more great things in this story, and one of them I cannot prepare you for. But here's the other.
I can't wait.
Police found Daughtry inside the house where he was arrested. When police asked him why he ran, he told them, quote, he had to go to the bathroom.
I would have kept going, but I had to be. All right.
Yeah.
By the way, we still don't know why the car was running.
Yeah.
Or what he was doing.
What he was doing.
Right.
And why he led the police on a chase.
Yeah.
Daughtry is facing charges of failure to comply and obstructing official business. Jordan Mountain, who was inside the house, was also arrested on a warrant out of Newton Falls. So now there's just somebody else last named Jordan Mountain, which is a great name.
Who sounds like a meteorologist.
Yeah. Jordan Mountain.
Let's go to Jordan Mountain for the 5-day.
Jordan Mountain.
We're going to get out of here on
Jordan
this.
Mountain.
I'm going to ask you how old Alyssa Zabrowski is. Off all the information that I gave you,
I
she's
got
got
a
a knife.
knife.
She's up
What
at
are you
4
gonna
a.m.
do about
She
that?
thinks she can
I'm
walk
on the
towards
porch,
cops.
crying.
But before I do, I'm going to
picture
show
of her?
you her. It's
boy.
both of their mug shots.
By the way, pictures don't always give you a better insight.
No. Of course.
They could look like they're
If she's on
60
meth,
and
right.
be
If she's
40.
on
Yeah.
meth,
So you're
drugs.
gonna see Logan Daughtry.
Meth years are like dog years. You just got a puppy, you know.
I know. How old is she? Well, she's been using meth. She's 20.
She
but
gotta
she's more like
multiply by
60,
6.
Yeah.
You're gonna see Logan Daughtry, and I'm gonna tell you right now, he has a couple things about his look that we would all be able to go off.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see Alyssa,
Which, by the way, this will be on the Facebook
It will
page.
be.
For all the people who are listening to this who are not members of the Facebook page, what are you doing? Join up right now, like it, and you'll see these.
I'm gonna show this to you.
I'm-
And I thought, literally, based off her, that this whole story was fake. Are you ready?
I'm ready,
I don't
man.
know if I'm ready.
Oh, God.
See it.
Oh,
and then we
boy.
get to guess the age.
Oh, my God!
Oh, my God.
Wait a second.
Gentlemen, would you like to explain to the listener?
It's a tattoo.
She's the queen of the juggalos.
Yeah,
Of
I mean,
course. No, she was a
She was
character in
in-
the movie Book of Life.
Exactly.
She's in
Oh, my.
Coco.
She's in Crow 6.
she looks like a henchwoman for the
She's
Joker.
just like a Marvel.
Yeah.
She's part of the Marvel Cinematic
not,
Universe.
She's not Coco. She's Coco.
But I understand the knife now for sure.
I'm surprised she only had
She
one.
has
I know, right?
scars on the side of her face. She
Yeah,
looks
but
like the Joker.
All she
Yeah.
has is a knife.
She's
Oh
the
my
Joker.
Dia
She's
de
got-
los Muertos.
Yeah, she looks like a Dia de los Muertos.
Mexican.
She
Mexican
looks like
character.
she hates. She literally is in a battle with Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look at this.
Are
She
those
has put.
stitches in
Well,
the
yeah,
mouth,
yeah.
or-
Stitches get snitches.
Yeah.
I mean, he.
If I'm the cop and she's like, "What are you gonna do about it?" I'm like, "Nothing.
Nothing.
You
I'm
stay
go-
on that
I'm
porch as
walking
long as
away.
you want.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
are a witch."
Don't put a spell on me.
How about we
Look
don't do
at
that?
How old do you think she is?
Too much fun leaves marks in life. Living hard, you'll pay the price. Who is gonna get it right? Guess the age, guess the age.
23, 24, 22.
Okay.
20. So you want to pick one? What do you want?
I'm going with 23.
22.
Kenny says 22. All right, I'm gonna say.
Randy.
I'm gonna say 160. She does look like she's been dead for about 100
She
years.
does look dead. She looks
Look at
dead.
that ghost.
Yeah,
Isn't
she
it
looks
funny?
dead.
Look at him. He usually is the one that gets all the
I
comments.
know.
but
We're not
in
even
this.
talking about it. I haven't even like.
He's a fucking lightweight.
He
compared to her.
he was
out
like a
with her.
scholar
You
compared
went
to
into
her.
Supercuts. Like, how do you want your hair? He's like, I want it with like Macklemore instead of Macklemore.
So you say 22, 23, or 24?
He hangs out with her,
Keith,
so
Keith,
people-
what Keith, what'd you say?
Let's go 24.
Okay,
24, and you said 22,
22.
Kenny.
22
All
from
right.
Kenny.
I
Might be
think,
younger.
What'd you say?
No,
Rand?
man, I think she's like 26.
Okay.
I mean, Jay.
28. But you know what? The thing about him is like he hangs out with her so that when people go, "Why'd you do that to your face?" he can be like, "You mean her?" Because he's got it on his
show you
face.
a little
too.
bit of column B.
Yeah, it could be worse.
You don't like this?
Yeah.
You get that. Let me
this
give
is
you
what-
a little taste of this.
This is what no restraint looks like.
Every time he wants a job, he has her go interview before him. So when he rolls in, they're like, "Oh, you are."
Yeah.
Get your shit together, man.
Like literally, she can only work on haunted hayrides.
Right?
That's
Right.
her whole like.
Oh, yeah, she
I
must
work
be.
in October a lot, but then I don't work for the rest of the year.
Nothing after that.
All right.
All right, Townies, get your answers in right now because Alyssa Zabrowski, the woman who stayed on the porch at 4 a.m., didn't want to leave, said she had a knife, then cried and kicked when she got arrested,
And is essentially a living mummy.
is 27
No. Oh.
years old. 26 and
Yeah.
28.
We already have her
Jason
right in the middle of us.
Look at
oh
that.
my God, that is insane.
Yes.
Guys, join the Facebook page and check that out. We got one more story with the Lucas
and
brothers.
a fun new game.
A fun new game. I can't wait. We got the Lucas Bros with us. This is just a good time. Dumb People Town. Stay with us.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey there, Adam Conover here. Humans Who Make Games is my podcast where I sit down with the people who created some of your favorite video games and have the kind of long-form personal conversation we so rarely get to hear. We talk about how they got into the industry, what their favorite games were growing up, and what it's like working in the trenches of this century's greatest new art form. This season, we've got a whole batch of new interviews for you. I talked to Kim Swift from Portal, Alex Preston from Hyperlight Drifter, Anna McGill from Control, and Alex Beecham from the game Outer Wilds. Whether you love video games or you just love learning more about other artists' creative process, I can guarantee you're going to love this podcast. So, you can get Season 2 of Humans Who Make Games wherever you get your podcasts. Take a listen.
Hey guys, welcome back to DPT. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up. Once
Follow
again,
the Lucas Brothers, by
Yes,
the way,
thank you, thank
on
you, thank
Twitter
you.
and on Instagram.
Instagram, yeah.
The Lucas Bros.
Yeah.
The Lucas Bros.
The Lucas Bros. That's our Instagram.
Yeah,
but our
yeah.
Twitter is at Lucas Bros.
At Lucas Bros. These
Right.
guys are awesome. Get on board with them.
It's the sweetest. nuts.
This is how much I love them. I mean, it's like I don't love other twins. I
Yeah.
really don't. And Randy and I have said this before. It's because most twins just go to the most basic, obvious media already put in your mind who you have to be people. I don't see you guys
No,
as
dude,
that.
you guys are thoughtful guys with great comedians. If you get a chance to see them, check it out.
Thank you.
You got some
Thank you.
dates, Andy. Daniel, you want to
Go to danielvankirk.com. We're recording this a little ahead of time, so I'm not exactly sure when it drops.
Me
but
either.
if it's before January 22nd, I'm in Vegas for my tour.
Nice.
You can go to Daniel Van Kirk to get tickets for that. And then I have a whole bunch of more dates coming up as
If
well.
ours is before the 26th, we're going to be at the Rec Room
I think it
headlining.
is because we're promoting these guys.
Yeah,
too.
for
it
sure,
is.
yeah.
So headlining down in Huntington Beach at the Rec Room.
Oh,
It's really
sweet.
cool room,
Nice,
very
nice.
cool. And then we'll be in Portland at Helium, which is a
Fun.
great
I
club.
love that place. Love
Great.
Helium.
February 7th through 9, we'll be there. And then we got other dates that and we'll be at Moon Tower with these guys too in April,
Nice.
but it's going to be fun.
All right, Dan.
Here we
take
go.
us home, brother.
Sent in by Jake Groney at Jake Groney, Gronie.
Grony, grony, grony.
Grown, grown.
The cremated remains of someone's grandfather were stolen Saturday in Spartanburg, South Carolina, during a strange home burglary that saw the thieves take the ashes but leave behind the urn.
What?
Well, that's personal.
That
Oh,
is
very yeah. personal.
What do you empty that into a Ziploc?
I don't know.
You can't just hold it, right? I mean,
bong. It just
roll
goes
it up
into
into
a
a joint.
roll it into a
Roll it
joint.
up
I'm
into
about
a
to
joint.
smoke your grandpa right now.
Was it red and meth?
This is what I tell people. I'm like, if you have a loved one who's cremated or they told you they want to be cremated, ask them where they want it scattered.
And
Like,
scatter
you
that
gotta do
shit
it
the
because
day after.
It's too important a thing to have in your house.
or like what you do is you get a dummy urn. You know what I'm saying? It's like get a bunch of you go to a campfire and scoop a bunch of that ash and put that in there. That if someone comes in and steals, you're like, aha,
Yep,
Right.
gotcha.
Right.
Yeah,
my shit's in the bottom of the closet.
Yeah. It's funny.
I don't know why someone would do that. This is according to FoxCarolina.com and other news outlets. However, the ashes were just one of several odd things taken by the burglars, who also slipped away with a collection of household goods that left police and victims confused.
These are like alt burglars.
Or
like
9/11, it was an inside job. Sorry, go ahead, Dan. I didn't mean to say that.
Alt burglars.
And the thieves did this without any signs of forced entry.
Okay, so
I was right.
Totally
Check out where the
right.
explosions were. Sorry, I just saw loose change, and I'm very fired up. Dan, go.
But that, like,
Jay's got like a documentary about this thing called Jangly Nickels.
Jangly Nickels.
like, I wish we
Jangly
could come to
Nickels.
terms as a society, though, that, like, we all agree no one wants their shit stolen.
No.
But we all
No.
agree that there's we agree to a list
Yeah.
of certain things. So
Here's
that
8 things you can take.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's a jacket I thought I would wear, but I don't wear it anymore.
Right.
It's
So,
yours.
so
It's
that you,
yours.
Take it.
and you post it up in your house so that you aren't like, where's the broom? Oh, they took the fucking, like 2 weeks later, you're like, they took the fucking broom?
Where's
like,
the dustbuster?
I don't
It wasn't
wanna be
working
finding
anymore.
out over time things you took. I want to walk in and be like, TV, computer's gone. Okay, we got
got
it.
it.
And now we're
All
done
right.
with it.
Yeah,
We're done with it.
Here's the treadmill that became a hanger for my coat.
yeah.
Take it.
Take
Just
it.
get it out. We'll move it around.
Yeah,
You take
there's a
it.
moment if like something gets stolen that you didn't want anymore, you're like, thank God.
Oh, good. Now I don't have
Thank
to
you.
put it out
I
on my
didn't need this
curb.
anymore. More space in my
More space.
Exactly.
Yes.
Great.
I'm downsizing.
It happened Saturday evening in East Spartanburg, about 100 miles northwest of Columbia, at an apartment in the 1500 block of Fernwood Glendale Road. That
Put
is
that
from
on the walking tour.
Go Upstate said. Here is what they took. Now, this is a quick story, but it's going to be a fun game.
I can't wait.
I'm going to read a rundown.
Okay, so I know what it is.
Dan,
No,
you
it's
put
a little twist.
You
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was going to
Go
say you
ahead.
put fake ones in there, and we have to guess what's real and fake.
You're almost right. Randy,
Okay.
was that what you were
That's what I
going
was
to
going to say.
too?
Like, which of the items that Dan put in that aren't
Here's
real?
what they took. Now, I have a list of what was stolen.
Okay.
I have included, because there's 4 of you, 4 things.
Okay.
Your guys' job is to guess which 4. Now, you can go in any order you want. You cannot say the same thing twice. So, if you want to try and think of like 2 or 3 because someone might take yours.
Take your one.
It's on you guys
So
to
you gotta
run
pick
the table
of the things that aren't
that aren't real.
that aren't real. Okay.
That aren't, so there are 4 fake items in this list.
Okay. And
I'm gonna
as a
read them
group,
all.
we're a team trying to come up
Yes.
with the 4.
You want to run the table
Okay.
and try and get all 4.
We got
like
this.
okay?
We got this.
Yes.
Here's what they took. Which 4 items are not real?
Okay. This is so good. Dan is so good at this because he knows how to get you thinking,
Yeah.
wait, I think that's real.
Women's makeup, 2 Rokus, a purse, a roll of paper towels, a silver ring and necklace, a beach bag, one of the victim's grandfather's ashes, but not the urn. That's a gimme.
We know it.
Yeah.
2 frozen pizzas, men's body wash, a package of hot dogs, a package of cheese,
Wow.
bread, a package of lunch meat,
Wow.
4 containers of juice, a bottle of Jack Daniels, a cowboy hat. Now, I will read them again so you can flag a couple in your head. Ready?
Okay.
I'm going to go a little faster this time.
All right.
Women's makeup, 2 Rokus, a purse, a roll of paper towels, a silver ring and necklace, a beach bag, the ashes but not the urn, 2 frozen pizzas, men's body wash, hot dogs, cheese, bread, lunch meat, 4 containers of juice, a bottle of Jack Daniels, a cowboy hat.
Okay.
Okay,
ahead, Jay.
now we
Let's
can
just
go.
Let's just go
can choose-
around and let's go around.
The process of elimination. I'm certain he took the Jack Daniels, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was
Okay.
taken.
That
I
was
think
taken.
none of us are going to take that.
All right, Jay.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Yeah, you guys can do it however you want to do it.
I think 4 containers of juice sounds like too much juice that anyone would have in their house at any one time.
Too
So
much
I'm going to
to
say
carry.
too much
Okay,
juice.
Jay's going 4 containers.
I think roll of paper towels.
Okay.
Seems like why would you take that?
But
Okay.
they did take weird stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
I
Paper
think
towels to hold the
What?
ashes.
No,
No
I think
urn.
roll of paper towels.
Okay. All right, Keith Kenny.
Juice towels.
I'm gonna go with the 2 Roku.
The 2 Roku.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because like,
It
why
just
would he
doesn't
have
fit.
2?
Yeah,
Roku?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think one of the food items. It has
Okay.
to be. I'm trying to
I
figure
can
out which
run
one.
those down for you. It's
Yeah.
pizza, hot dogs, cheese, bread, lunch meat.
They're 2 pizzas, right?
2 pizzas, yep. 2
I'll go-
frozen pizzas, a package of hot dogs, a package of
Frozen.
cheese, bread,
Frozen.
a package of lunch meat.
I go with your instincts. Your instincts are saying pizza.
Instincts pizza, but you can take 2 pizzas. But I'm like, he already has the sandwich though. Like, why? Like,
You're holding a dead guy.
Unless the sandwich is made up.
Yeah.
Unless the sandwich is made, all of the sandwich is made up.
We're
Why would you
getting-
take the pizza and all of it?
It's one of the food items.
It has to be one of the
Has
food
to be,
items. It has
has
to
to
be.
be.
It has to be.
I think
I'm
you're
with
on
you,
it.
dudes.
It has to. But which one?
Let's go pizza.
2 pizzas.
2 pizzas.
Okay. I'm going to now read what was fake. The first thing that was fake is a roll of paper towels.
Nice, Randy. Nice.
Good job.
Because you look at it and you're like, nah, come on.
Yeah.
The next thing that was fake was men's body wash.
Oh, man. Damn, that's so good.
Didn't run the
Yeah.
table.
That was
The
a good
next thing that was fake was bread.
Oh,
You're right about some of that food.
Food.
Right. And
We
the
knew it was
last thing that was fake in that list is a cowboy hat.
Oh, my God.
guys-
Randy was the only one who got
guys
it
went
right.
one for
We were
four.
1 for 4. We tried to
I
run the
love this
table.
game though, because someday we're gonna run it.
Run the
Someday we're
table.
gonna
Run the
it.
table's a great game. I
That's
love
a
it.
great game.
Run the table. Run the Jews. Run the jewels. I love it.
We're all
here.
here. That was fun.
Dudes, this is so much fun.
I love this.
I love it.
this.
World's
Yeah.
getting dumber, and thank
Thanks for
God.
hanging with
Oh
us.
man, thank you guys for having us.
Thank God we have this show to be able to fight the dumbness. Am I right? I'm
agree.
so excited for your dad to see you do stand up for the first time in
Thank
his
you so
life.
much.
He will be pleasantly surprised. Bell House on the 25th. Get there in New York. See these dudes. And oh shit, we got to get back to work.
Dum 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 dum. Stick around, make a sound, hunker down. It's Dumb People Town.
It's a good show.